Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Debbie Duncan from psychicfixes.com, and I'm going to be doing readings tonight with Matty Tarot. Thank you for being here. Let's let some people come in. Say hi. Hi, Emily. How are you? Please like the broadcast. I'm just finishing getting set up to start doing readings. Think about what question you have. I can look at 3 months. I can look at a general reading, a question. Please, no legal or health questions, including pregnancy. Thank you. Hi, Cherry Blossom. How are you? Hope everybody's doing good. We're getting closer to the weekend. Yay. We're so warm here in California. So nice and sunny. Hi, Marianne. How are you? I'm just about ready to start doing some stuff. Okay, so no proper names in your request. We don't put those up. So put a person of interest or a relative, a coworker, person I'm thinking about, something like that. And then you can ask your questions about them, but don't put their name in there, okay? Must be 18 or older to get a reading from us. I think I have my list of stuff here. I don't see it though. I keep a little list so I remember what to say. Please, if you haven't yet, go to YouTube and subscribe to Matty Tarot. Also, if you want to, do Psychic Fixes and Facebook Psychic Fixes, and that would be great. Your weather's fluctuating, Marianne. I know. We had pouring rain, and they said a thunderstorm. Everybody's excited about that. Didn't quite get to be a thunderstorm, but we had lots of rain and cooler temperatures. And then now we're just like, hey, is it, summer and happy spring? It's spring now, which is fantastic. All right. Emily, you're asking 2 questions. You can ask if you're moving back to Hawaii, and then you can ask, or you can ask, should I study biology or whatever? Whatever you need. So kind of discern that. And you had a thunderstorm the other day, Cherry. Wow. Yeah, we were hoping for like some thunder, some kind of lightning, something. We didn't get any of that. So thanks, Emily. Just because that kind of, I might catch that you're going to go to Hawaii, but if you're not going to study biology, it's great to have just one separate question I'm looking at. Okay. Thank you for that. So reformulate your request, and I'm going to be starting in a few minutes. So I've been so busy. I'm starting a new business with my girlfriend, and the name of it's going to be Our Joyful Pathways with an S. And we're going to be starting, I believe, on Saturdays in April. We're going to be doing readings in different ways. So my friend knows Chinese astrology, and she is into crystals and all kinds of things. So we're going to be doing kind of a healing, manifesting show. We're going to teach you how to do stuff. We're going to do readings for you, all kinds of really neat things. So we're excited. So this part of my office, I do psychic fixes stuff, and over there will be the healing area where we have a new futon, and we have a coffee table, and we have a downward camera. We're going to be teaching you things like saltwater cure. If you're into the Chinese things, we're going to have a lot of that, and just all kinds of really good stuff. Meditation, and opening space, closing space. It's going to be really great. So we're going to be starting that. I can't wait. Meanwhile, I am all set up to start some more writing. I have lots of projects, and I'll be doing Adam's Universe, my son's second book, ATOMS, and we'll be doing that fun autism awareness book. And I'm writing a Native American book for psychologists and psychiatrists to use, and counselors for the Native American population. The first book will be an adventure, and it's for children to read, and they have this great adventure connection to horses and all of that. And I am Yaqui Indian, believe it or not. I do have Yaqui in my blood and my DNA. And so I have two other people in Native American community. Then we're getting together and putting the stuff in there. And it's going to be a little bit about alcoholism. We're going to hit some of the hard subjects because two of my cousins, Native American, are currently missing. And yes, I've already done a reading on it. And so what it's like to have that happen. So we want to shine a light on some of the things that happen when people live on reservations and things like that, hoping to, kind of give some resources that they can reach out to, as well as a happy ending in our story. So I can't wait. I know I'm so busy, and I have a whole bunch of writing to do in Fig Willow, and a couple other series that I'm writing as well. But you know what? And I'm 70 years old, and I started my career in writing just 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I started writing Fig Willow. And so the thing is that I love being busy, and I love, it's fun to make money, but it's fun to make like a book, and it's fun to do the readings. And I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to help people and to find my way here. So I'm having a good time. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cherry. Okay, you guys. Hi, Kim. How are you? Go ahead and put your questions in, and I'm going to go ahead and just start doing readings. I haven't heard from Maddie. I'm sure. Oh, my phone's over there. So, I'm sure he'll be in any time. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh, Kim, thank you. We had one of my cousins went up to a popular kind of sacred space in California in a big mountain, and he was never heard from again. And he was a young guy, and a very young one in my family, got in with some people, and he was disappeared from his home. So, yeah, this crazy stuff that happens. We have some very, very tragic things that have happened in the Native American community. And I'm just going to, let me get a little bit on my box. So we have people that have huge outcry and interest in a girl that is in another country that disappeared, and our heart goes out to them so much, so much, so much. And we want her, found and all of that. Yet the most heinous tragedy just happened to a little girl. And I won't get into the things, but there couldn't be anything worse. And yet it's not on TV. It's not out there. It's not people going and looking for the killer or anything like that. And I just don't understand that. You guys can't name, the people can't name these kids that have been killed or are missing in the Native American community. They're not looked for. They're overlooked. And here we are focusing on this crazy presidential administration that we have going on, what's happening in the United States, and and all this other stuff. And I don't get it. I really don't get it. So anyway, I'm get down from my box now. It's just really craziness now, and I'm really tired of it. Especially, you guys should go and look up what happened to a little girl just recently. You're going to go like, why isn't this everywhere, with everybody outraged and everybody demanding justice? All right. Okay. I'm going to just start grabbing, and hopefully I can get everybody done. Okay. Do share the show so we can get some more people in. I see Melissa right now. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Okay. Let me see what I can get for you. Now, what I'm going to do is just grab your energy. And please, you guys, it's just me right now. So just repost your questions and I will see them so I don't have to scan back up. Melissa, I'm going to just kind of grab your energy right now. Okay. And we'll just get a reading and see what they say. Okay. You guys can ask a specific question. Don't put proper names, no health, no illegal. And, or you can just ask me to look at a certain month or 3 months. That would be great. Let's see what we can get done. All right. Let me take some cards. All right. I'm going to flip the cards over. And see what we have. First card's going to represent you, what's going on. Second card, what's the energy over you? What are you thinking about? What's coming in? And the future, the past. I'm missing one. Let me get one more. Okay. There we go. The future, the past, and then I just give you your message or what's going on. Okay. My chair is falling down. I was showing off my new office here, and I did offer my seat to someone, and so it's it's low. I'll have to pump it back up. Okay, Melissa, the card that represents you is a justice card, which I really love. It's a card of having, like, making the right decision, or maybe there's some legal work or paperwork going on right now. But I feel like you're all about that, and that could be taxes, that can be some little paperwork, or just wanting to make the right decision. Crossing you in temporary energy is really working well with people as far as that's what you want. That's what's over you right now. Very good. In the future, I do have a money minded male that steps in importance. So we don't have timing. So I just know in the future he comes in. Now, this guy usually can give really good advice about finances and money. Okay. So somebody coming in the future. Past position is having a lot on you, like heavy burdens, a lot going on, a lot to shoulder. Okay. I'm glad that's in the past. It's showing me the star card, which is really a message for you. And this message is to have a positive attitude, wish it to be. So, really, really want. Hey, Maddie, really, really, really want and manifest something in, okay? And so it does show me that no matter what, hang in there, things will be better and great things are coming for you. Stay connected to your guides and talk to them, okay? But I do get a little bit about just hang in there no matter what happens. It's going to be better. You do have a positive change coming and great things coming for you, as well as a lot of big decisions to make, like not the little ones, but the great big ones are going to be right there for you to make. I do get a Queen of Swords. So, a Queen of Swords can be you or someone else. Very dynamic, very strong personality, very much a justice theme of what's right and wrong. They'd be great attorneys or military police, whatever they want to do. They're really capable. And I get also very compassionate. That can be you or someone that really gives you assistance. I do get you a little stuck coming up on a decision. These decisions are going to come. Make sure that you talk to your guides and stuff, and you go ahead and be able to get the right decision and just make it really fast. Okay, that's going to really help. But you need to ask them to help you do that. The last card for you is the Death card, which is a great card of a positive, big change happening in your life, one that leads to prosperity and living a different lifestyle. So if you were thinking you really wanted to have a big change, it's coming for you. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie. The part I caught of it, at least. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Good, lovely. Thank
I'm
you.
going to, I've got to put my chair up. Somebody came in. My office is all changed. You need to come over and sit on the couch and see my new office.
Okay.
But somebody sat on my seat and it that's real low. So I'm going to just change that up. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
There.
How are you
Yay.
guys?
Yay. I'm taller. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh.
Let's see. I gotta get my what's it called? Keyboard. It's not working. Let's see.
Okay, let me see. Oh, we got more people coming in. Please like the broadcast. So far, one person has done a thumbs up. Please, everybody can do that. Give us a thumbs up. And I already told you to go and subscribe to Matty Tarot on YouTube. That'd be great. All right.
Just a few.
Go ahead and post your request, you guys.
Oh, you know what? I know why it's not working. Hold on.
Hi, Kathy. Let's see. Everybody goes, there he is. Kim says, hi, Maddie.
Hi,
All
you
right.
guys.
I'm going to look for a question, you guys. Repost your questions. Okay. Sylvie, let me go ahead and take some cards for this question of selling your mother's house. Is this a good time? Okay. Let me connect.
Okay, that should make it work.
It's a good time to sell your mother's house. Let's look. I used to do lots of real estate questions and did very, very well until I kept telling the guy, no, don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it. I will give you money to tell me I can buy it. I said, no, do not buy it. And he bought it. And then he came back and said he was sorry, made the biggest mistake ever. I said, oh, ew. Okay, let me take some cards.
This thing don't want to be my friend right now.
Okay, I'm going to flip the cards over. I'm going to give you a little reading, Sylvie, the first 4 cards, and then we're looking at the house. Oh, you have a great future card. Yay. Let me get this. All right.
I have a better idea.
I have an extra card for you as well. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. You're represented by waiting for some kind of direction or to find out what's going to happen or a solution. You're kind of waiting and watching. This is a card that comes up first, and you also have the Fool card crossing you in temporary energy, and the Fool card just means that I want a new beginning. And the only thing you have to know, you can go on a new beginning anytime. Just make sure that you are connected to your angels and you ask them for guidance, keep you on that path. So in the future, it shows me a happily ever after card, like family reunion, family get together. It can be a wedding. It can be relationship. It's very, very good, but family or relationship card. And so a celebration in the future. Past position is a strength card, facing your fears, being strong, and facing your fears. As far as the house goes, it shows me something about severing ties. I'm done. I'm over. I feel unsupported. I feel alone in something. But then the idea comes in. The magician, which I love, the creative card comes in. And also, we have a connection to communicating with the other side as well, very strongly. I do have someone involved in this, and I get a dad energy or a male energy, maybe somebody that likes to be around the water. Also, this male I feel like is more kind, devoted, and loyal. So we have this man involved here when we're talking about the house. I get that money comes in regularly and a potential to grow and much success. These two cards are at the end. My ultimate outcome card is a huge success card. So to me, when I look at this, it is a yes, you can sell the house, but can I put this in a little bit? When it shows me money can come in and potentially grows. Yes, you can sell it now, but it's going to be worth more later, a little bit later. But I get success in you going ahead and taking care of this and putting up for sale. So I'm going to say yes, but if you want a little bit more money, you might just wait a little bit, okay? So that's what I have for you, but it pretty much is a good positive card outlook right now to sell if you'd like to do that. But you can wait a little bit. That's what happened with my father-in-law. The house sold in one day, and everybody's like, "In one day," but I was very good at what I was doing, and it was the right price. But waiting a little bit longer to like the next year, it was worth like $400,000 more. But we had to settle the estate, so it was okay. So, but I get some positives for you, Sylvie, that you could go ahead and start deciding if you want to do that. If you wait a little bit longer, I think it'll be a little bit more money for you. And that's what I have. All right.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see.
You're whistling.
Whistling. That dang whistle. I think it's the computer. Can you hear it right now?
Now it's gone. Yep,
No.
there it went.
I don't know.
It's going. I think it's your mic.
Let's see. Can I change the settings on that?
Marianne, can you rewrite your question, but don't put the relationship to you in it? Say person of interest, person you're thinking about. So rewrite that so we can do that. Marky, could you just do the same? Take out the initial and just put person I'm thinking of or love interest or whatever, but take the initial out. Okay. Melissa. Oh, we did you. Okay. Tracy.
Is that better, Debbie?
No, it's louder. It's
louder.
louder. It's like e.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to do Tracy real fast.
How about this?
Still going.
How about now?
Still going.
Wow, I have no idea.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Can you guys hear the whistle? The whistling?
Yeah.
Let Maddie know. Okay, Tracy, I'm grabbing that. I'm going to be doing March, April, and May since we still have March days. Happy spring. There we go. What's going on? One of your cards for the first time ever flipped out and wanted to be in a different place, but I think I got it back in the right place. That never happens. All right. I'm getting 4 cards down for you. My chair just sank down again. I thought it was fixed. Oh, well. When you can see just the top of my head doing a reading. All right. Okay, you have good cards. Um, Tracy, the card that represents you is the entrepreneurial card, which I really love. So, if you're thinking about a business or home-based business or doing something on the side, this is you. I feel really good about that. Go for it. Crossing you in temporary energy is big decisions to make. That's fine. Just make sure that you are ready. Just talk to your guides, archangels, just help me make decisions, give me the gift of clarity. In the future, I do feel like things are going to be better for you, like good fortune's coming. Very, very good. Past position, I feel very stuck for you. Like I couldn't do anything about something, or I had no control over something. I feel very, very stuck, but I have that in the past now. So I like that. It's showing me for March, and this could have happened already, of an idea coming in, and you grab it and you say, this is really good and I'm going to go for it. I feel like it's going to take you in a new direction. And I do feel that you will successfully get this thing going, this idea. I love it. I'm going to tell you right now to the end of the month, possibly you've been more connected to spirit and really getting clearer communication. This could be at night, it could be in your dreams, but I really feel like they're communicating with you. So know that when you're talking to spirit, they're hearing you. All right. When we get to April, I feel like you really, really, really get something you want. Really, really get a wish come true here. And I get excited for you. Now, mid to end of April, I do get a male here. And I feel like very helpful man that's very ambitious. Maybe he's educated to business, something like that. He's very much motivated and he can help you, and especially if there's something about business. So this is important. This comes mid to end of April. When we get to May, I get, even though it's a healing card, I want to say a short trip here, which is really nice. And I don't feel like it's outside of the country in which you live, but I feel like we're going somewhere here in May. Now, mid to end of May, I get another man that steps in importance in your life, priority. This is my card for dad or dad energy. The guy could be a good dad someday or is a dad. So I feel like somebody likes to be around water, somebody loving, caring, and all of that. So I feel like they're in a very good priority of your life here. And so overall, very good. I love the one about the idea and you getting something you want. So if you need anything else to come in this 3 months, just manifest. And that's what I have for you, Tracy. There we go.
That was lovely. Can you hear me now? Is the whistle happening? It's still happening? I don't know, and I don't care.
Okay. I wanted to know if anybody else could hear it.
But is it like super loud and like distracting and terrible?
I can get through it.
I'm gonna get a different webcam because I think it's just the webcam. I think it obviously is broken.
Yeah, they can hear it.
Okay. Anyway, I'll get a new webcam. Okay, so I've chosen. Where did it go?
Yeah, if you fixed it, I'm with Cherry. It's worse than it was.
Oh, it's worse than I have no idea what it. I mean, I'm just.
We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Everybody, let's ask the archangels to fix this whistle.
It's probably just a crappy. It's probably just it's an old webcam. I'm gonna get a new one. Well, actually, it's not that old. I got it like in October, but whatever.
You just freezed with the prettiest smile. You were frozen with this great smile. Mine is like, I got one. If I freeze, I got one closed eye, one open eye, and one's tooth sticking out or something. It's not pretty.
Cherry said no. Cherry Blossom said no. It's louder. I'm so done. Yeah. You guys deal with it, okay? Okay. Anyway, so
yeah, we will. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I picked somebody, but I can't find it now.
I'm gonna get a new chair. Is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'll be looking for my next victim.
Oh,
my next client. Oh, I did Melissa, but go ahead and do her. That's
okay,
fine.
well.
I'm gonna grab somebody else, and I'll type their name in the posts.
All right, well, Melissa, I'm sorry you've been mixed up and sad. Let's see what we can get out of this reading. Hold on one second. Okay. So immediately I am getting a feeling of overwhelm. Like it either has to do with the interactions you have with somebody. You guys like clash a lot, and so, or maybe you feel underappreciated or unheard, or maybe you feel like you guys just aren't on the same page, and you kind of are wanting to move away from that. It's either that, or there has been a relationship or a friendship that you thought everything was going fine, or you didn't think this person was gonna just kind of walk away and cut you off, but they did. So one of the two, either you're wanting to leave something, or somebody left unexpectedly and you're kind of confused. Either way, I do see. Okay, wait, I'm getting a totally different message now. So I'm intuitively getting a message of you keep looking back at a situation and mulling over it in your head, and you're like thinking of like, what could I have done differently? Oh, if I would have done this, then maybe that wouldn't have happened. If I would have taken this action, if I would have said this, what could I have done to? And the answer is nothing, because it was going to play out the way it was going to play out, no matter what. If it wasn't one thing, it would be another. And the reason is because the relationships we build with people are not so much about like the interactions we have day to day, hour to hour with a person. They're important. Yes, they build communication, builds trust, and builds the relationship. However, the character of a person really matters, and their values, right? And those things, the character, values, they come out in the way we speak, in our actions, and the way we interact and move through the world, right? Those things are, whether they're explicitly stated or implicitly stated, they come out, right? So when I say it was going to happen either one way or another, that's what I mean. If you're not in alignment with somebody, it doesn't matter what you say or do, or how you handle that. It's going to play out the way it's going to play out. And if you guys are clashing in some way, or if it's just not, if you're just not on the same wavelength, then it's either going to be a slow burn, or it's going to be a fast one, right? So again, it just looks like you're looking at the past, you're mulling over the past, trying to think about what could have been done differently. You feel like you're wondering like when you're going to get quote unquote justice, or when or you feel like something was really unfair. And I have a Four of Swords. It's so interesting. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna pull one more card, and then Two of Cups. Look at that. Okay. I feel like you are really mulling over a past relationship that really broke your heart. You're wondering why it went the way it did. Um, you feel like you were really taken advantage of, or somebody did you really wrong. They hurt you. You just can't seem to find the reason why. The answer you're looking for does not lie within finding out why. It lies within being able to process what happened and move along and get off that energetic scale. And so the Justice card, so all the major arcana, they're like governing laws of the universe, right? These archetypes and these tropes, like, they exist in all of our lives, and we all cycle through them. And justice, I like to say, justice comes in and makes sure things remain balanced. And so when there's a relationship or a friendship, whatever it was, and there's some sort of breakup, right? Or split or the conflict, well, you may not be physically together, but this person over here is experiencing resentment, is experiencing anger, is experiencing, a array of emotions, right? And so is this person over here experiencing the same type of emotions: anger, resentment. They think it's unfair. And so, what is that on a scale? What does that look like? It's balanced, right? It's balanced. So, and you ever notice, like, when you move on and you stop thinking about a person and you find someone new, and you kind of, you just decide whether or not you find someone new, or you just decided to move on and you let them go, and you ever notice how people from the past pop up and out of the woodworks, and they're like, and it's every single time without fail. Somebody pops back up, right? That person you wanted to get that up whatever from pops back up. And the reason is because you got off the scale. When you get off the energetic scale, you're no longer putting in that same resentment, that same anger, that same frustration. You're moving on. You've gone through the grieving and you've moved along. You've removed yourself from the scale. The scale has become unbalanced, and justice swoops in. And these circumstances take place in this person's life that drive them to want to reach out, want to try to make some sort of amends, try to get back something, whatever it may be. I hope I'm making sense here. So you're kind of mulling over something. You're wondering when the justice is going to happen. When is this person going to apologize? Or even if you're not thinking about when are they going to apologize, even if it's not about a specific person, it's you felt like something was unfair, you were wronged. And what you actually need to do is you need to take a rest. You need to take the Four of Swords. That's why I was kind of laughing. It's because I was going to say, you got to get off the scale. You got to give it a break. And then the Four of Swords came out right as so that's why I stopped to explain that. But you just got to stop giving it that energy. And the only way to do that is to process what happened by feeling those emotions. It's so interesting. The whole time we're in our head mulling over the details of something, being sad about something, or telling ourselves we don't want to be sad about something, or we don't want to think about it, or we keep talking about it maybe. So in that case, we would want to think about it, right? All of those things are avoidance tactics. We're doing this dance from actually having to feel the true emotion by intellectualizing it and continuing to talk about it, keep it, blah, 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 blah. And repetition becomes form, right? Repetition and pattern becomes form. So eventually you become your own pain story the more you continue to ruminate on it. When you have just as much of the ability to empower yourself, to not define yourself by other people's, poor behaviors, or by your missteps and your mistakes. You have the power to rewrite that story, reframe that story. I see here, ultimately, there is a very significant relationship coming into your life, but you have to step off this this scale. You still have this energetic cord tied to a past situation, whether it was a partner, whether it was it's not really clear here. I'm assuming it was a relationship, but it's not really clear here exactly what it was. But you will be free as soon as you decide to cut that cord and no longer let the weight of that tether you down, because there's so many more opportunities for you, and for you to take that one thing from that one person, that one circumstance, and that moment in life from that one person, to take that and stack it up against the rest of the opportunities and possibilities and other people in the world, and to say that you're going to let that be the thing that just robs you of so many years and so many moments of joy and of new possibility for creating something else for yourself. When you put it that way, it just sounds absurd, right? It just sounds ridiculous. So start to reframe it in these sorts of ways, and understand that one person's opinion or one person's poor behavior or inability to value something is in no way going to be the defining factor of your happiness or what you make of your life. Okay. What you don't see coming, I see actually a really good awakening for you. There's judgment here. I always call that the card of extreme accountability, where we say, there comes a time in life where we go, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. I'm responsible for where I'm at, and I'm responsible for where I go from here. And when we take extreme accountability for our emotions, for our circumstances, for our where we navigate from that moment, we step into a new position of power where we are, defending our own agency and representing our own agency. So that's very important. And I just want you to remember, I'm going to leave you with this. Emotions play a very important role. We always try to avoid, we seem to want to avoid emotions, but the key is to empower yourself over those emotions instead of letting them define you, to honor them, understand what they are there for. So, for example, anger is to show us that there's been an injustice, that there's been some sort of wrong done, something's unfair. So that, anger shows us that, right? Anger is the part of us that loves ourselves like a lot. So we don't need to be ashamed of our anger. We should be, that's the part of ourselves that we're mad that we've been done wrong, right? So that part of us, that's a part that really loves and cares about us, right? So anger has a purpose. Now, should you be throwing it around and letting everybody have it? No. But if you're able to put yourself in a position of power over that and see that, reframe it in that way, then that you're now in a space where it's not controlling you, it's not defining you, it's actually something that you're able to reshape, right, and direct in a more positive, productive way. But yeah, I see good things coming for you, but you got a little more work to do. You got to stick it through the storm. You got to really go inward and stop dancing around the problem and just dive in and feel it. Okay. I hope this makes sense. I hope it resonated, but that's all I have for you.
Thank you. Mary Ann, I'm going to go ahead and I've got cards for you. I have some extra cards as well. So I'm doing this reading looking at this person, and I do get a very money-minded male here. I also get that he's thinking of things from the past, okay? Some memories from the past. His future, I have the devil card. So I have a very emotional, angry, or fearful type of energy here for him for the future. He may have had some kind of change in a relationship recently, by the way. So when I look at him, because I have a man, I get going along with the flow. I get involved here, someone, a match for him, a money minded woman. Okay. I also get a lot of worry and a lot of like challenges for this person. Hard to go forward, don't want to go backwards, kind of stuck, kind of hanging in there. Um, if he were in front of me, I'd say, don't worry about the money. It's going to be better and there'll be more. And there will be a big change in this person's home. Okay. But when I go on and take more things saying, why is this person, you know, reaching out and getting information for family on family members and stuff, I get that something happened that was uncomfortable that pushed him to do this. To really, he's got to figure something out. You know, a new way to live, a new what he wants out of life or something. So something's affecting him, and I do get some spiritual things affecting him as well. Um, I get the counseling card, the need for him to go out and get advice and, you know, over and over and over. So there's a need for him to get advice. And I feel that he feels directly guarding himself, like something happened to him in the past, and he's going to make sure it doesn't happen again to him. So I feel like there's something going on there of guarding himself, putting up those guards and being very watchful, almost ready for anything. So something definitely personal is happening with him. I get him as the grief card or having a loss here. So I think that there's something that directly will can affect him, that he would lose out on money or something like that. So we have this, and then I get juggling money. So definitely it's financially related. It's his own fears. He's guarding himself. That's something from the past. Remember, he's thinking of from the past. He's making sure it's not going to happen to him or happen again. All right. So his future is not good with this at all. Okay. It's more and more. He's worried, and it's really too much worry. He shouldn't be worried about all of this. And when I get the devil card, it's never good. It's his fears, it's his energy, and all of that. So it's in him or his reason, you know, himself, but he is reaching out for. My hermit card is, let's get some advice, let's get some counsel, let's exchange information. So he's doing it, but I really get that, you know, he has an influence of maybe the other side on him, something from the past that's happened, and so that's why he's trying to gain some information here. Um, and you said he's skating on thin karma. Well, it's going to get him in the future. All right. He's got a terrible card for the future. So what I'm getting, let me take a couple cards and see how it's going to affect everyone. And maybe a card of what you guys should do. Okay, let me take one more card. Definitely, this has to do, I'm going to tell you, with wealth coming or money coming or doing okay, for him to be doing okay and have money in the future. Okay. I do get, let me see. I really don't get that you have to you know, go after him or anything. I mean, definitely if you feel your gut feeling says we've got a all intervention or we have to do something about it, but it's showing me some kind of a um something being offered to him, and he really wants it, and he really wants to be have money, and he really wants to something about careers. So something's going on with him. I don't catch what it is other than his own fears and his own, you know, agenda here. So I don't think that he's really caring too much about the family, but he's going to make sure that he's okay out of this. So let me see. I don't know. You guys can go after him and ask him, but it's his own demons. Okay. Something that happened in the past he's afraid of. He's afraid that the stuff is going to be taken away, what he wants for his future or what he has. So that's what I have on this one. Best of luck on that. Okay. But he's got inner demons. That's what I have.
That was great, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, I chose Emily Lorenz Bradley. May I please have a reading about the potential for a relationship? I've never been in one, and I'm getting tired of being lonely. Well, that's understandable. Oh, what did I do? Hold on.
I know.
Okay.
Emily, I'm just going to say this. You can always get a hold of me at psychicfixes@gmail, and I'll send you my book and tell you how I manifest men into my life.
Debbie's got the secret.
Yes, I do.
I do too. It's called, no, I'm kidding. I'm so done. Okay, let's see. So Emily Lorenz Bradley. Here's the thing. I think you can let me know if I clocked you or not. I think you're a really high achiever. You're a go-getter. You've really just been, you've like focused. You've kept your focus on like you, on, you know, aligning yourself with the things that you need to do in order to obtain your goals. I see you pour a lot of hard work into your garden. I see that you tend to be an overthinker. You tend to be somebody who kind of, I feel like people have told you, like your friends and family have told you before, like, you know, maybe you'll, I don't want to say like you overreact. I don't want to say that, but what I do want to say, like, you get really passionate about something, and if it doesn't go, since you're such a high achiever, you know, you may have done really well, but you're not satisfied. You're still like, oh, that was a disaster. That was like, oh my gosh, and all these things, because you're taking into account all the internal workings that happen, right? That nobody else is aware of, but everybody else on the outside is seeing like, okay, but like you did great, right? You and you're just like, no, it was a disaster. Like, I need to do better, right? So, or that needs to go differently next time. So, the Tower card came out here, and that's really what I'm seeing, is that you kind of you put in so much work, and then sometimes you just feel like, oh gosh, that was so chaotic. But only to you, only to you. You're not as, how do I say, the way you perceive yourself and what you see in the mirror and how you perceive yourself, nobody else sees that exactly, right? Everybody sees a different version of everybody, because perception is unique and individual, right? So I don't experience the same Debbie that any of you guys experience, or you specifically, Emily, or anybody on this, anybody that meets her. I don't experience the same Debbie as anyone else. That's unique to, yes, Debbie is Debbie, right? People are people, but each person's perception alters that that person a bit, right? So I'm saying that to say, the way you perceive yourself, nobody else sees that. Really get that into your head. Nobody else sees that. Only you see that. Okay. I see you being a really strong, independent person. You are going to be very successful. There's some sort of financial stability that, if you've been working toward that, you're going to achieve it. I do see that you're just a strong, how do I say, authoritative, not authoritarian, but authoritative female figure. And you know what? I want to say this. That intimidates a lot of people. That intimidates a lot of people. A strong woman intimidates a lot of people. So that could be a lot of the time, you know, I was talking to my sister about this. It was like, because her and her ex, he would just like, he would become so cruel sometimes and so rude, and he would just say the most outlandish things, and she would let it really get to her, and she would say things like, she had this overall view of like, he thinks so poorly of me, and I was like, I actually think it's the opposite. I think he's jealous of you. I think he I think he's jealous. I think he sees the type of person you are and knows that he, you know, he's will never be that. And he'll, I mean, not that he'll never be that, but like he's not naturally that way. And it kind of irks him. And he's jealous how intelligent and how, you know, if that, so the thing, he's not tearing you down because he thinks poorly of you. He's tearing you down because he thinks poorly of himself. And he, you know, can't stand the thought of you being, um, you know, more whatever than him. Successful, intelligent, thoughtful, kind, whatever. Um, and I find that to be the case a lot of the time with strong women. People aren't rude to them or have their criticisms of them because they're mostly the reason is because they are threatened by them or jealous. Okay. Now that doesn't get you what you want, right? So I will say this: stay on your path, continue forward. You by doing this, and you will find somebody that falls in line with what you're looking for. I do see a need to step out of your comfort zone. So I just want to show how your reading came full circle. The very first card you got was the World, right? So this like needing a sense of belonging, needing a sense of like achievement, like you fit it in order to feel comfortable, right? Which is normal, right? It's, well, what's normal, but that's to be expected, right? We need to feel like we belong, right, in order to be comfortable, um, and feel safe. And then at the end of your reading, what you don't see coming, look at this, the Two of Wands, and this person's holding what in their hand? The world, a globe. And that was so I just want to say, the world not only means coming full circle, it also means an ending. It also means feeling like you belong and like a sense of achievement. And the Two of Wands is a card that talks about stepping outside of the comfort zone to take to it involves communication between two people making a calculated, coordinated plan to move forward with something, to progress, to step outside of our comfort zone, to try something new in order to uplift and to go on to the next level in our lives, right? To grow. So what is needed is for you to step outside of that comfort zone and kind of bring your ideas full circle. I see that you have a lot that you put out, but due to the chaos that is internal, you tend to either fall, you know, you don't fully drive things home into completion the way you really could. Um, and that is what is needed. You need to kind of put your foot down and straighten. How do I say? Straighten up and strengthen that backbone, right? Okay, so put your foot down, be a little more assertive. I think would be very helpful in obtaining these goals of yours. Okay, I'm going to pull a few more cards. It says the Five of Ariel came out here. It's Five of Ariels reminding you that there's help, that you can rely on people around you. There are many channels of where you can seek help. Not that you need that sounded wrong for me to say seek help, for where you can seek support. because negative thoughts only become self-fulfilling prophecies. You know, when you continue to repeat an idea in your head or a belief in your head, eventually you carry your actions and the way you interact with others and how you show up in the world, that carries out in a way that subtly but surely makes that belief come true. So another way I say this is that if you go looking for something, you're sure to find it, right? So if you have this preconceived notion about something, then you're likely going to pull out all the things and the details and the bits of evidence that prove that preconceived notion, therefore proving it to yourself, therefore making it your reality. Or, I'm sorry, and at the same time, you're going to disregard all the things that don't align with that, right? So be aware of your negative thoughts. Be aware of the ability to create self-fulfilling prophecies. Look at where you're at and with your goals and see where you have created self-fulfilling prophecies, because we all do it. And I guarantee you have done it. And I guarantee you're doing it right now with something, you know? So when you become more aware of these things, it's really interesting, actually. It's how prevalent it is and how much you have the ability to turn that around. I see, like I said, the Four of Gabriel came out. So that's exactly what I said in the very beginning of the reading. There's like a lot of abundance or some sort of reward that comes from your very hard work. You have busted your ass essentially in a great way that is going to pay off for you very well. You need to take time to celebrate, release yourself from anything that feels like a burden. You know, so take some time to cater to you. In regard to relationships, I don't really see that right now in the near future. I think you're on the right track though, because yeah, this says Knight of Gabriel. It's time to take action, and you instinctively know what to do. So just keep doing what you're doing. And along that path, the more, you really got to drive the stake in and hammer it home. And upon doing that, you will align with a person that very much sees you, understands you, gets you, and that you click with very in a way that is very profound for you. Okay, so I hope this helps. That's all I have for you this evening.
Very nice. All right, I have Melanie. Melanie, so sorry you lost a best friend last month. So sorry. You know what? A spirit did come in. They tend to kind of buzz a little energy back here, and I noticed that I have some spirits coming in now and then the last 2 weeks. So that was nice. And so you do have someone in spirit to help with readings and all that stuff. So very good.
Over here, they whistle. I'm kidding.
So Melanie, I do get the talent card for you. I don't know. It just a card comes down. It means that to me that you're talented. You do something really, really well, something that gives you a lot of emotional joy and success. And I love that. So I get that you're very talented, and you always will be. Crossing you is a death card, and really, this is a card of an energy of a big change in your life, living differently or transformation here. So we do have that, and it's a good card, crossing you in temporary energy. You're going to get something you really want in the future, and if I get hardships in the past of challenges, hard to go forward, don't want to go backwards, kind of hanging in there. When I'm looking at you, it's showing me fond memories of the past. I do want to tell you that even though I have something to tell you, a message about money, that it does say that it will continue to come in on a regular basis with the potential to grow. Now, I want to know, are you fearful? Do you have any problems with this great psychic power that you have? Because I'm getting very psychic, but I'm getting fearful or some kind of more than negative thing. So embrace your wonderful psychic ability, okay? Because I'm like, why aren't you, connecting and getting messages? Because I get that you can do that, but I do get there might be some kind of, are you fearful of it, type of thing. Don't be. Um, Now, with this relationship with this person, I feel like you guys could talk really well together. Maybe one was the mentor and more the teacher than the other. I did get a feminine energy. I don't know. It's connecting to you. I get somebody ambitious and motivated. I also get a fast transition here and really working well together. Really good cards here. Um, I wanted to tell you that I asked if there was a message for you, and I do get this message of caution. I do get a message of working with someone and one or more people, something that you've manifested in and you really want. And I do get that there's an unexpected wait for the money. So if you're going to work with someone now or in the future, I get, oh, we're going to, yeah, money's going to come. I get there's a wait for the money, and that you're not. I get my sneaky card. Does something's behind your back type of thing, and then you're quit and done with it. So you are getting a cautionary message here from the other side to watch out for this. So if you go into work with someone and they're promising a lot of money, I get there's a wait, and I get you don't know what's going on. There's something being done behind your back, and then it's over. So you don't need to go through that. So I feel like the other side is bringing forth that message for you. As far as guidance, when you lose someone, it's showing me you have the psychic ability to connect with them and talk to them. They're there, just talk to them and ask them for signs. And you guys, everybody listen to me. I do it all the time. Ask if you have a question for them, ask the question and then say, give me the sign. If it's a yes or if it's a no, a sign through getting a reading, a sign through leaving a dime or blinking the lights or whatever. Go ahead and ask them for a sign. Start finding out how you guys can communicate. But I do get that you have strong psychic ability. So start talking and asking for signs for, from this person. Okay. But you do have a message that I gave you. Please embrace the paranormal side and start communicating. And that's what I have for you. There we go.
Lovely, Debbie.
Oh, thank you.
All right, you guys, if you have a yes or no question, please post it now. We will be rapidly answering yes or no questions. So if you have a yes, no, put it in the chat. Just quick, simple yes, no. You can even do more than one if you want. Let's just throw it in the chat. We're going to be rapidly answering yes or no questions.
Okay. Hi, Rob. We're at the end of the show answering yes, no questions. And Dariana, thank you for the donation. We're running a little bit out of time here. We're over our time. Do you have a yes, no question?
Kathy Seguin, can you define soon? Define soon.
Where's that at? It says, will I find a good man soon?
Yeah, define what you mean by soon.
Oh, I won't do that because I have to look through timing. So let's see if you about the man, and we'll just I'll put out soon.
Well, I'm just doing yes or no. And I
Oh,
want to
okay.
know.
Yes or no.
So in a month. Okay,
The
well,
bookman soon.
in a month, in a month, in a month.
I get an ambitious male and somebody you desire.
I don't get within a month though.
Yeah. I get a really good guy. I feel like he's going to be in business and all of that. So it's a yes for me. He's what you desire and he's coming. How about this one? Everybody, you're going to be super lucky if you get a soulmate. Okay? No, they're not always. You can call out for them to meet them. I did that. I met my soulmate, one of them. But good luck. So, but we will ask. Okay. Will you get your soulmate? Will you get your soulmate this time around? Let's say that. Interesting. Actually, yes, I get a very strong woman here. Very great woman, very compassionate type of but I'm going to get more in the feminine energy here. But a very strong person, okay? But a soulmate is on earth right now for you. I'm going to say yes. I got a yes on that.
I got a yes on that too.
Wrong.
Where did it go? Cherry, do you see me winning the lottery this year?
Okay.
I get like a very, very small yes, but like I don't. So I'm gonna say I don't see you winning like the lottery, but you do win something. You do.
I
win
think
something.
if you get $4, you won the lottery.
Yeah. So it's slightly swinging into yes. So you win something, but I don't see you winning like. You know,
I gotta know. I gotta know for what she wants.
Yeah.
I gotta know. Try the scratchers.
All right. Any more yes, no questions?
Papa, thanks for being here.
Oh, Tammy says, "Will my new job
Tammy.
be
okay?" Okay, Tammy. New job be okay.
I get yes.
Yes. Yeah. I get working well. It's a job. Wish come true. Talent. It's a yes. Okay, you guys. Yes, no questions.
It's a yes from me, or in the word. Oh wait.
Would you get Dariana? What?
I was gonna say in the words of Randy Jackson, but I have to wait for it to be a no. I was gonna say it's a no from me, dog.
Oh.
No, but Tammy, for you, it's a yes.
Dariana, you've got a 2 here about your apartment, and then you have, will things work out your current situation? Okay. I'm going to grab your energy. The other side knows what you're asking. Let's look. All right. Your current situation is really tough. You need to get some advice about it, counseling or advice about it. I really do get that you are a high priestess and you're a very, very strong psychic, by the way. All right. But no, it's tough. It's like you're guarded and watchful. You need to
Dariana,
heal.
I'm getting a major no. So this is not, this whatever you're referring to, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. I'm getting a very big no. Will I get approved for the apartment?
You know what? I'm going to tell you, I really want to say, do you want it? Do you really, really want it? I really feel like there's a lot on you. I don't have my big yes card here.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm getting I got a slight yes. I got like a very, very little yes.
Yeah, it's like a condition. Like, do you
So,
have a career going, or is there something going on with the job or something like that? I'm going to tell you, no matter what, I feel like a positive change is coming for you, and it'll be really good no matter what happens. Okay.
yeah,
That's what I get.
I feel like you need to clear something out. I feel like the the apartment situation is a matter of it's like really close, and there's a lot, I guess, that could it that could jeopardize it. So I'm not sure of your current circumstances, but I got like a little yes. So I'm gonna say yes if you keep it together and you stay, you do what you need to do, um, and don't let any sort of like challenge, obstacle, hardship, or emotion, overwhelming emotion get in the way of what you need to do.
Manifest for it. Okay. Did we catch everybody?
I believe so.
Oh, Cherry said she's been winning on the scratcher tickets. There you go. Me
Yeah.
too.
See, so you win some stuff.
All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and sign off. We'll be here next week. Thursday. Change our days. It's Thursday, and it's 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. And if we didn't get to you, just go ahead and come back and ask us again. Okay.
Yeah, you guys, we're here every Thursday. We appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. We'll continue this on Thursday, and as always, with general questions, and then we do the rapid yes no at the end. So save the ones we didn't get to until then. But thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks, you
All right.
guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Robert. Bye-bye.